Hello, this is Fraser Anderson from the investment team at Vestigo Ventures. Today, I'm joined by Pat Larsen, CEO of Vestigo Ventures portfolio company ZenLedger. Pat, how are you in this crazy time we're living in?
I'm good, Fraser. Thanks for having me. Good to chat with you again.
Always great to catch up. And so now we are entering every employee's favorite work from home month. That would, of course, be August. And now you have had a lot of success managing remote teams and semi-remote work culture even before COVID. So could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think the big thing is we kind of hired with it in mind from the start. We've been around for 2.5 years, and remote work has been picking up for quite a while now. Obviously, things have changed significantly in the last 4 months, but from day one, we had everything in the cloud. We were communicating by phone, email, chat, asynchronous, or just pick up the phone. A lot of that was just built into the DNA of the company.
Okay, so you guys are doing it before it was cool. And could you talk about, what, if anything, has changed since it went from primarily remote to, sort of fully COVID lockdown remote?
Yeah, we used to have weekly in-person meetings for the team that was in Seattle, and everyone else would just meet by Zoom. But now we just kind of shifted that to virtual for everybody. So that would be the one main difference, is that no one's meeting in person at this point. But otherwise, the schedule of calls we had, the methodology with which we communicate by creating process, so we don't we solve the issue one time, cutting down on communication, authorization, things like that. Just delegating and being clear with our communication procedure. That was always built in from the start as well.
Fantastic. I think that was maybe a bit of a learning curve for Vestigo when we went remote for the first few weeks. I think, we still miss the banter more than anything, but I think we've been pretty pleased about, how quickly we've been able to keep the same cadence and get a lot of work done. And touching on that, what would you say are the two most important things for a CEO or an executive managing a remote team?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that there's always a desire to kind of get a team together. That's part of being a leader, and you kind of want to see people, interact with people, hang out with people to build bonds. And right now, that's just not feasible. So you kind of take the benefits of it, which is, one is that you can hire the best and brightest from anywhere right now, and just make do with that for however long we have to make do with it. So just realize that your hiring pool has expanded greatly. And then a lot of people, compensation schemes have kind of changed as well, because people are moving out of high cost areas, but they're taking all their experience, all their connections, all their ability to manage teams and leverage software with them out into the suburbs of the countryside. So it's just a big thing to realize that you can hire specifically to build a remote team. So that's one big takeaway, that you're not boxed in by your geography. So hire with remote team in mind. See how people are communicating during the interview process, how they talk on the phone, how they communicate by email, things like that. And so if you hire with remote in mind, and you're looking specifically for those types of communication modes and how people get along, then that's a significant thing to consider. And the other is, again, just be very thoughtful with how you structure communications, how you set up, SOPs in cloud-based documents that people constantly refer to. Just constantly sending out that link and saying, okay, let's get that in the SOP. Okay, I believe that question was referred in the SOP. Are you okay with the SOP? Things like that, right? And so that over time, you take yourself out of a lot of decision loops and let people run with it. And it streamlines the business tremendously if your business model and your communication style and who you've hired and who you trust kind of all align with that.
That's absolutely fantastic. I have to say, I did not expect you to be able to put so much useful information into that short answer, but I will never underrate the erudition and sagacity of Pat Larsen again.
Well, I used to be a helicopter pilot, right? So it was all
That's
about very communication.
fantastic. All right. Well, it's always a pleasure to catch up, my friend. Any asks to Vestigo LPs, friends on your way out?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is the first year where you've had to check a box whether you own digital assets. So as you or your friends or coworkers kind of start exploring investing in digital assets such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, decentralized finance, and keep us in mind. Let us know. Give us a call if you have any questions, and then if you need any help with your finances or taxes, then certainly look us up as well.
And if they don't listen to you, they might just go to jail. So, Pat, it is always great. Really enjoy the rest of your summer. And I hope soon that we will be able to catch up in person.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Fraser.
Cheers. Thank you.